What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I'm going to focus in on what the Edmonton Oilers have done with a couple of their bigger name young players so far, outside of Connor McDavid. I think it's a safe bet Connor McDavid will be suiting up when their season opens up next week. But Darnell Nurse, Griffin Reinhart, and Leon Draisaitl. Nurse is down in the minors. We'll start with Darnell Nurse. He should have been in the AHL last year, but unfortunately that ridiculous junior rule is in place. He had nothing to. I thought his development would have been better served playing against men in the AHL, but unfortunately because the CHL was a hair across its ass about kids playing in the minor leagues at age 19. He was back in this with the Sioux Greyhounds, and they had a pretty good team. He's a team captain last year. Did some pretty good things. Definitely took some steps forward in his development. Canadian World Junior gold medal, all that shit, but he would have been much better served in the AA last year. But again, I can sit here and harp on that rule and how much I hate it till I'm blue in the face. But I think the bottom line is, yeah, he's definitely further along than he was last year. But he's minor league season. Giving him games in the AHL is what's best for him. He's going to, he's going to do some great things in Stock or Bakersfield. It was in California somewhere. And really just doing some. He'll get some big minutes of playing all situations, and again be out there with men, playing against men on a consistent basis. Leon Draisaitl, next one. With the Jordan Eberle injury, Draisaitl is playing right wing with Connor McDavid and Taylor Hall. Essentially, he gets to be the best third wheel in the NHL right now. So I'm not huge on fantasy hockey, but I would invest a later round pick in Leon Draisaitl if I was you guys who play that stuff pretty regularly, because he's going to get his. Team's going to be so focused on shutting down McDavid and Taylor Hall that Draisaitl is going to get his scoring opportunities. And the other thing with Draisaitl is, you look at. I always projected, I still project him long term to be a center in the NHL, but with McDavid and Nugent Hopkins there, it kind of becomes, well, what are you going to do? And I can understand. I think if Eberle were healthy, they'd have him as a third line center because his size. I think he's ready for the NHL. I think he's another guy that would have benefited from playing in the AHL last year, but again, that freaking rule's in place, so, oh well, what are you going to do? It's only player development. Why would the CHL give a shit about that? But, looking at it from Draisaitl's perspective, I think he's in a good spot to put up some good numbers and definitely be the beneficiary of some softer pass Connor McDavid. And, he's a bigger kid, so, in and around the net, he will be able to capitalize on a good amount of scoring chances. Another young guy I want to talk about, Griffin Reinhart, the former Edmonton Oil King. They traded, that first round pick they got in the David Perron trade to land the North Vancouver native. He's going to open with the team. I like Reinhart a lot. I think a change of scenery from Long Island is what was best for him. That's why I knock on him or the Islanders. I just think if you look at after they added Leddy and Boychuk, that blue line got really crowded really fast, giving him a chance to play in the city he won his junior. He won a Memorial Cup and played a lot of junior hockey, and I think it's definitely beneficial. And you look at his size and tenacity on that blue line, he'll definitely be an asset for the Oilers down the line. I think he's going to start out towards the bottom of the depth chart, but he'll definitely climb the ranks. He's only played 9 games in the show. I thought it was more than that, but whatever. Again, I like his game. I like his projection. I think he'll do just fine. Other young guys outside of those ones. Slepishev's having a good camp. Lander's having a good camp. We'll see what happens with them. But those are the big 3 I wanted to talk about outside of McJesus. Anyway, that's like an episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the off season and beyond. Later, guys.